Alright guys, welcome back, and in this video I actually want to show you guys something real cool. And actually don't even mind this code right down here, because whatever I teach you in like the next minute, I'm gonna be applying to changes to the program that we made in the last couple tutorials. But for now, I don't want to delete it all, so just pay attention to what I'm about to type. So before, what I showed you guys is how to have your computer make a simple decision if, and then you tested something, and if it was true, it ran this bit of code, but if it was false, then it just pretty much skipped over it. It didn't do anything. Well, what if you want to say, okay, actually, I want to give you a test, and of course, if it's true, run this bit, but if it's not true, then just don't do nothing. If it's not true, then run another bit of code by default. Well, the syntax for this is else, and then the code that this is going to run by default is in between another curly bracket. And another thing I want to point out is for the else, you don't need any test because it's not testing anything. It's just the code that runs by default if this test is false. So what the heck am I talking about? How can I use this in an actual program? Well, check this out. What we're doing right here is basically saying, okay, this is the code that runs if the user's age is above or equal to 18. And this is the code that runs if they're under 18. So we really don't need to be testing 18 a bunch of times. We really only have two choices. Are they 18 or greater, or are they not? Simple enough. So this is an instance where we can actually use that else statement. So I'll just go ahead and copy this code and delete this right here. So what we can do now is whenever this if gets done, right after it, type else and add two brackets and put that code right in there. So this is basically saying right now is, okay, is the user's age 18 or greater? If it is, run this bit of code. Else, that must mean that they're not 18 or greater, run this bit of code. So now we can run this, and it says, how old are you? Of course, I'm only 12. Hit enter. What is your gender? I'm a male. And of course, nothing to see here. Now, another way that we can do this is we can actually use this else statement on male or female. Because, excuse me, that else statement is awesome whenever you have two decisions. So 18 or not 18. Male, female. Perfect. So let's go ahead and copy this right here, or excuse me, I'll just cut that and delete it. So if they are a male, do this. Else, if they're not a male and that's false, well then they must be a female. So we can go ahead and type milady. So again, if they're not 18, then they must be under 18. Duh. If they're not a male, they have to be a female. Duh. So if the test is true, do this. If not, do this. Simple enough. So now we'll just go ahead and check for bugs one more time if I can move my frickin' window. And let's get to an old lady. So how old are you? Well, of course, I'm 541 and I'm a female, the oldest female in the universe. Hit enter. You may enter the website, or you may enter this website, milady. And of course, the path we took on that one is 18 and milady. Simple stuff, but you know, had to teach it to you guys. And like I said, this is the key concept to take away. The if else statement is really good when you have two decisions, 18 or older, or excuse me, 18 and above or younger, male, female. But now you're saying, okay, what if I have like more than one option? What if I'm selling t-shirts and I have small, medium, large, extra large? I can't just use if else. That won't work. Or like, what if I'm making something for grades and it's like A, B, C, D? What the heck do I do then? Well, in the next tutorial, that's what we're going to be talking about, and we're probably going to be building the coolest and most useful program yet. So, well, that's all I got to say. Hopefully you guys stick around, and I'll see you then.